Hello and welcome to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This episode is going to be a little bit unconventional because I'm actually going to do my first DLC mission away from all the other ones. This is for one reason pretty much. It's because it gives Love Source something which massively boosts the trust of all blades, and so it'll let me get to my blade missions much faster and easier over the weekends. So I can hopefully finish all this up, including the blade missions, by the end of December. So, here we go. I'm resting at a little more in to get this side quest. And leveling everyone up, I guess. Why not?
You know? Much stronger.
Not like people watch or play this game for the combat. It's a little bit shallow.
Yeah, I'm feeling stronger than before.
Though I hear Torna is a bit better about the combat, so I'm looking forward to that. Master Pawn, Poppy have small requests to make. Meh, what this about? Could it be Poppy eyeing up secret tasty sausage stash of Kora? Master Pawn can keep sausages. Not even a little bit interested? There's something Poppy has been wanting to try out. Wanting to try out? Like novel combination of tasty sausage and Argentum noodle soup? Master Pawn can keep sausage soup. What the attitude? Kora not raised Poppy to have no appreciation for finer things. What Poppy want to try is Love Potion. Love Potion? Who Poppy want to use Love Potion on? On Pop. But Poppy need use Love Potion on Poppy? Does Poppy need more self-esteem? Want to love self more? Not what Poppy mean. Poppy want to find potion like that have any effect on Poppy. Meh. Poppy have good point. That very intriguing experiment. Alright, Kora make potion for Poppy. Master Pawn know how to make Love Potion? Should be easy peasy with proper ingredients. Master Pawn's so amazing. Meh. Only problem is ingredients may be a little bit tricky to gather. What ingredients Master Pawn need? Oh, all kind of ingredients, but most tricky is plant called Flutterheart Grass. Very rare plant, only grow in place called Sealed Quarry and Tantal. That sound quite arduous task. Will Master Pawn go to all trouble of get rare plant for Poppy? Of course, Kora do very best to make Rex fetch plant. Make Rex do it. Once rare plant obtained, all we need to do is cook a potion at most burningest placed in Argentum. Understood. Time to start mission. Okay, this will be faster and easier than I expected, I guess. Because I actually know where all that is.
Good morning. I hope I didn't snore or anything.
It's just a slide and a jump away from a certain place. And slide. Whoop. Hopefully I didn't jump too early, or else I'm plummeting to my death. Woo, just barely. Okay, awesome. Right up here, huh? Oh, that wasn't that hard, it's just here. This is... Well, that was very simple, I suppose. Honestly, it doesn't even feel entirely worth an episode. Or, it doesn't even entirely feel like it's worth a part in my episode. But here we are. Really? This cliff really has nothing on it? Okay then. It's a little bit suspect that Kora knows how to make a love potion, isn't it?
Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
Okay, good few ingredients. Some of them are rare. Love Source. So this is Love Source. Yes, this very effective potion Kora read about in book is Little Pond. Definitely make people like each other. Is safe for Poppy to drink? Of course it's safe. And here go nothing. Poppy not feel anything special. Ah, Poppy pay closer attention. Kora feel difference already. this feeling. Tora feels stronger trust than ever coming from Poppy. Master Pa and Poppy feel it too. Potion is a success. It's actually a quite strange feeling to trust Master Pa this much. Usually Master Pa seem more sketchy. That is power of Love Source. Amazing! Love Source is a pouch item that greatly increases trust. From now on, if you pick more Flare Heart Grass and Tantal, you can make more of the elixir here. Well, that was nice and brief. I guess I'm going to be doing a lot of running back and forth to that during the weekend when I can't really record. So, hey, I got that. I hear I can only carry one of the Flutter Heart at a time though, which is pretty disappointing. But hey, I'll make it work. There's something I would like to discuss. Look at that fabulous pose. Oh, he's straight out JoJo. Look at that, man. There's something I would like to discuss with you all. What all this about? Gorg acting funny. It's just a minor thing that's been bothering me in battle. Why don't we have a little chit chat at the local cafe? So, going down here to talk to Gorg.
Hey, Gorg, are you really planning on having a strategy meeting here?
I thought perhaps it would be nice to have a change of scenery. Now, let's start off by considering our past battle experiences. Having analyzed our battles thus far, I've come to a conclusion. Considering we have 5 drivers on our team, we ought to think more about our formation.
Tora, get it! Tora's so busy working with Poppy, not have time to think about teamwork with Rex and friends.
Indeed, synergy between blades and drivers is important, but it can only get you so far.
Gorg saying we should think about synergy between driver and driver?
What is that over on the other table?
Meh, what wrong with Gorg?
No, it's nothing. As I was saying, we must consider the importance of the driver's actions in coordination with...
These are great sound effects.
That woman over there, she's eating a dessert I've never seen before. It looked like some kind of sweet pastry, but it contained...
Is that woman distracting you?
No, it's nothing. There's no need to concern yourselves.
Gorg really staring a lot, though. Tora have feeling Tora's seen that lady somewhere before. Maybe she's spy following us.
No, really, that's really not the case. She has nothing to do with this.
Meh.
So, what are you staring for?
It's... the dessert.
Dessert? What Gorg mean?
I couldn't help noticing the dessert that woman was eating.
What? That all? Gorg should have said earlier. Tora want to eat scrummy food too. We all order dessert now?
All right, we get it. Why don't we all discuss our battle strategies over some dessert?
In that case, I'll have 3 of what she's having, if you're okay with that.
Okay then, that was the thing. Well, now he's all done with that. It's back to Uriah, I guess. Rex, I have a favor to ask. A favor? Man, all the sassy poses this episode. Would you take me somewhere where you can get a full view of Garfon and tell me about the place? Sure, no problem. Okay, heart to heart right here.
There's a really great view of the whole village from here, right?
Indeed. It's quite the vista. Such a fine village it is, too. Certainly no one is awash with luxury down there, but still, the people are remarkably happy. Even when life is hard, they keep smiling, keep looking forward.
I think of it as the continuation of Van Damme's spirit. He may be gone, but his good deeds outlive him.
Yes, it's a fine thought, knowing the man who built and protected this village was once my driver.
Do you want to hear about Van Damme?
Well, it seems a tad rude to go on about my old driver in front of my current one, but I've heard he was quite the remarkable man. Naturally, I'm curious.
He was one of the good guys, all right? He had big muscles, a big voice, and an even bigger heart. It was Van Damme who taught me the basics of being a driver. More than that, in fact. He taught me all about blades, how to fight, the way of the world. I didn't know him for long, but he taught me the most important things I know.
Is that right? He was the kind of solid, powerful, and dashing sort that is irresistible to the opposite sex, I'll wager.
I'm not sure he was that much of a hit with the ladies, but he was a great guy, that's for sure.
I feel the loss of my memories of him very keenly.
Well, don't worry, Rock. Like I said before, the people of this village are carrying on what he started, and so are we. I hope I can become as good as him someday. I may still have a way to go. But just you stick with me, Rock, and one day, you'll see.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, that was kind of nice. Morag, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Really? What kind of thing? It's, well... Look, why don't we go to the Fonts of Mima Commercial District and I'll tell you there. Very well.
You certainly seem well rested. Good morning. And yes, I'm very well rested.
And here we are.
This looks like as good a place as any to have a proper chat.
So, what did you want to discuss?
Well, listen, Morag. What do you think of me? Well, I was wondering, do you think I'm feminine enough?
Is Morag really the right person to ask about that? Oh, it's tempting. It's so tempting, but it's so out of character. I'm sorry. I can't.
Relax. You're a very lovely young woman.
Well, I mean, I'm sure most women look feminine and cute next to you, Morag, but...
Ow.
Are you trying to insult me?
No, not at all. Sorry, I'm not good with words. But don't you think I'm kind of plain next to Pyra and Brigid?
It's true that the two of them do have a figure about them.
Right? Sometimes I feel like I need to up my game a bit when it comes to looks.
I see. And you thought I must know all the tips and tricks to keep one's appearance in tip-top shape.
No, I wouldn't come to you for that kind of advice. It's just, you dress like a guy, right?
Oh.
Oh.
So I figured you probably have a good idea of how men think.
I see.
Yeah, I knew you'd understand.
I see.
So tell me, from your point of view, what have Brigid and Pyra got that I haven't?
Forget it. We're done here.
Huh? Wait a sec, Morag. Weren't you gonna help me? Oh, come on. You're such a tease.
I was really hoping Morag would just say a sense of restraint. They know when to speak and when not to. Okay, now that's all done. I'm going to try sleeping at the inn one more time just to make sure there's not anything I missed. And then finally move on with the quest for this place. Oh, there is another. Hey, you know there's a really nice Saffronia tree around here? We could head over to Blossom Shade Cliff and take a look. It won't take long. Please, come on, won't you come and take a look? Well, here we are.
So this is the mighty Saffronia tree? There aren't many trees with red blossoms. Wow-wee! That's a real humdinger. Yep, it's pretty. Oh, hey, by the way, you hear lots of legends about big trees like this, right? Like, if you confess your love underneath them, it'll come true?
Yeah, I heard that kind of gumph before, too.
Right? But if you ask me, it's probably a load of old nonsense. I mean, if it was that easy to find true love, the whole world would be full of nothing but happy folks.
You seem very convinced, but have you ever tested your hypothesis?
What? Me? Making confessions of love? I mean, if we're gonna talk about that, how about you, Bridget? You seem the sincere, passionate type. Have you ever made a confession of love to anyone?
Me? Of course not.
How about you, Pyra?
Huh? Me?
Oh, but of course! Silly me. You've already got your special someone, haven't you?
Huh? What do you mean I've already...
Your Mithra is slipping through, Pyra.
And the same goes for you, Pandoria. Of course.
Well, I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
As for you, Poppy, I guess you're still a bit young to be thinking about that kind of thing.
Poppy not born yesterday, but not much more long ago than yesterday, so not really understand.
Yeah, you probably just need to get a little bit bigger before this kind of thing makes sense to you. So, how about you, driver?
Hey, just let me look at this view, will you?
And deflected.
What? How long do you need to look at it? One look lasts a lifetime, you know.
Kora, don't you think a little peace and quiet is important to really absorb the beauty of nature?
Nia would totally deflect that question.
Nah, not so much. I feel like I've got it all packed away in the brain box already. But anyhow, is anyone else getting peckish for something sweet? Hey, Pyra! Why don't we slink away somewhere and get a blossom custard or something? I hear that's one of the must-try things here in Uriah.
Well, you know me. I'm happy as long as everyone else is.
I'm not too sure what it is about the situation that's making you hungry exactly.
I think Kora just prefers the practical to the aesthetic.
The what to the what? Those were some fancy words there, Bridget. When I see something pretty, I get hungry, that's all. Doesn't everyone? Maybe it's just a phase I'm going through. Something to do with my biorhythms.
Kora, I think you might be overthinking this somewhat.
But, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. A young girl's desire is a force of nature. It knows no limits. It's all that boundless energy that gives us our appeal. You should remember that, Poppy.
Looks like being a girl is quite complex. Poppy will study hard to be girl effectively.
Poppy's just confused. Okay, well. Let's actually get to the quests around here, shall we?
And we're you.
Shall we rest our legs before we move on?
Hello, Albin. Hey, you're a driver, ain't ya? Me? Yeah. Ah, so you are. What a stroke of luck. I was just looking for someone to pick up a few bits and bobs for me. Bits and bobs? That's right. It was, around a year ago now. My ship ran aground and did I feel like a fool. She was a good one, but I had to abandon her along with all the cargo she was carrying. What kind of cargo are we talking here? Paintings. Oh? That's what I was hoping you could pick up. My very own works of art. So you're an artist? Not by trade, no. But I dabble, and it is a passion of mine I can't deny. I'm not the best of artists, not by a long shot, but I still poured my heart and soul into these paintings. I'd almost given up on them, to tell you the truth, but it's been a year now and I'm still dwelling on this. What do you say? Could you help me out here? I can see that the paintings are very important to you. All right, we'll get them back for you, I promise. Really? Oh, that's fantastic. So where's this ship of yours that ran aground? About that. Something wrong? Well, it was my ship, but I wasn't exactly in command. I'd always left the navigation down to the captain. And when it ran aground, I wasn't exactly on board. So I'm afraid I can't tell you its exact coordinates. Oh, come on! Alright, it might take some looking around then. I imagine it will, yeah. I wonder where it got to. Were you acquainted with any of the crew? Oh, of course. One of them's bound to know something, eh? So could you tell us a bit about your old crew, Albin? Righto. I count 3 and now. These shouldn't be hard to track down. Their names are Bennett, Gamry, and Ridlook. Thanks again and good luck. No problem, we'll take care of this. Gorg's your uncle. So many Blade quests. So little time. Well, let's start with Gamry. Elven ship, the one that ran aground? Yeah, I was the helmsman. That blasted Lithurian archipelago? Ugh, I'm getting flashbacks. Oh, I already know where that Titan is, actually. I remember a crashed Titan in that location. It was just around the center of that area. I always wondered what was up with that one. I kind of thought it was the one that we crashed initially, but that's in the mouth of Araya, I think. So it's good to know that something's finally coming of that, and it's not just sitting there forever. I mean, it might just sit there forever, but I know where it is. But I have to go through the process of actually talking to these people. You want to hear about Albin's beach ship? I was a navigation officer back then. I was just starting out, too. It was my first ever voyage. I still recall how the ship lurched from side to side, how my stomach was churning. In fact, that's about the only thing I remember. I was on the verge of passing out. Well, anyway, we were heading out to the Cloud Sea. Of that, I'm sure. I threw up the moment we reached land. Okay, last person to talk to. Ridlook. Oh, Albin ship? I was just the chef, so I can't tell you much about where we landed. But I can tell you there was some sort of village nearby. I know because I saw it. Okay, I know exactly where that is. Am I allowed to just go there? Or do I have to check back? Okay, cool. I wonder if it would have let me skip that if I already guessed where it was. And there it is. This is where we rescued the kid, isn't it? I think so. So I guess this island got some use after all, and so did the other one with Sheba's quest. It's good to know they're not letting all these places go unused. There's no just blank place with no treasure chest or anything. This has to be it, right? This piece of scrap? I don't think it could be anything else, to be honest. Now let's get what we came for and let get out of here. Wait, there are Lego nearby. Looks like they've taken up nest inside the ship. So we rush them down. What's the problem? Bravery and folly are two sides of the same coin. These Illegos seem tougher than most. It wouldn't be wise to take them on all at once. So what are we going to do? I've got a plan, but first we'll need to prepare some ingredients. Mind helping me gather them? Sure, I'll help you. What is it you're after, though? We'll need a beautiful shoot, a few lemon stones, and some hide and creepers. They're all native to Lithuria, so it shouldn't be hard to find. Once you've got the ingredients, come hand them off to me. Okay, off you go now. Like, these guys are level 46. I'm reasonably certain I can just take them. But I guess I already had the ingredients anyway, so whatever.
What is it you hope to achieve with this fire, Gorg? Do tell us.
To burn the stuff we've collected, of course.
Seems a bit of a waste.
Ah, it'll be fine.
What's this?
Alligos are attracted by smells, you know. It's a funny thing. If we make skillful use of this, we can get them to come over here.
Perhaps. Indeed, the things that we gathered earlier are giving off a certain odor.
If the smell starts to waft their way, they'll probably come over this way.
Also, how do we build a fire that easily in this rain?
We can collect up the cargo without having to fight them.
Well, Pyra, never mind. That was
really
stupid.
Enough to bring them?
It's fine, it's fine. I know what I'm doing. Now, let's find a good vantage point to watch the action unfold.
Excellent.
Well, maybe we didn't get all of them, but it'll be a lot easier to collect what we need now.
Wow! Gorg, a very dependable chap.
I could have taken them all easy.
Well, thanks. But you know, I'm just doing my regular thing.
Like, I didn't need all that, but whatever. So, is this the end of it? If so, that was pretty fast.
Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
But I suspect there'll be more. No Blade mission is that fast. Here, we're back with your paintings. Oh no, King, thanks a lot. You're 1 in a million. Yes, indeed, they all seem to be safe and accounted for. But now that I look about it, they're pretty poor, aren't they? I'd be embarrassed to show these in public. Nothing to be ashamed of, in my opinion. There's a saying, passion is the road to betterment. As long as you hold a passion of for painting, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You think? Yeah, maybe you're right. You've started getting my creative juices flowing again. I'm busy enough with my restaurant chain as is, but maybe I can set aside some time to get back into it. Did you just say restaurant chain? I did. What about it? Are you interested in the food, or maybe the cooking? Well, as it happens, I'm sort of a confectioner cum pâtissier, you could say. An enthusiast, at least. I try not to give it much thought, though, being a blade and all. Oh, come on. After everything you just said, now you tell me you're trying to hide your own hobbies? What happened to passion is the road to betterment? As long as you've got the passion, anything's no? Heh, too true. You've got me there. Now, about your reward. How about I lend you one of my shops to you? Tentatively, of course. As it so happens, one of them's unoccupied at the moment. You manage the shop itself, and I'll handle the upkeep, but I will have to take a percentage of your earnings. Well, what do you say? Wow, I have to say, it's an incredibly tempting offer, but I'm afraid I'd have to decline because, well... Now slow down, why don't you take a look and see for yourself first. If you like the look of the place, my offer still stands. But Come on, Gorg, we can at least go and see it, can't we? If you still don't like it, you can always turn down his offer later on. Well, if you insist, let's see it then. It's at the plaza near the Fonts Jemima Gate. Take your time, look around. Wow, this is a swanky looking place, isn't it? And in an excellent location, too. You seem to be quite enamored with it. I can't deny it, I'd love to set up shop in a place like this. I see no reason for you not to accept Albin's kind offer. What are you going to put on sale? You can't open shop without having some kind of supplies, right? Well, I've made all sorts of candy in my free time. I thought maybe I could rustle up a few new recipes based on my past experiments. Nice, sign me up as a taste tester. But first we'll need the raw ingredients, we can't start without those. I see, then tell us where to find them, we'll gather them for you. That'd be a great help, thanks. Alright, so first we're going to make cookies. I've thought of 3 recipes we could use for that. Hot cookies, neon cookies, and blood cookies. I want to start off with a selection of those 3 and offer them to customers as samples. Gotcha. Come on, guys. Let's get moving before I start drooling in anticipation. Blood cookies. Okay, where do I get spore fruit? It's not spicy, but somehow it makes you feel warm and tingly on the inside. I'm getting a hint of indoline tea leaves. Wait, this isn't spicy. This isn't just spicy, my entire body is heating up. Water! Water! I don't think anyone will want a cookie that'll make them run for water. We'll have to start over. I'm really proud of this recipe if I do say so myself. Cookies that change flavor with each one you try. And the way they crumble in your mouth. Yeah, I'm liking this. You can put this on the menu for sure. Now I think it's time we gave some thought to flans. We can't just let the cookies steal all the limelight, can we? I've already thought of 4 recipes we can use. I just hope one of them will be good enough to sell as a staple here. Okay, so I didn't even need to make that last one. It's the right consistency alright, but I don't think it's really got enough sweetness to it. I thought we might be able to invoke the warm, fuzzy feeling of first love, but it seems I don't have the skill for it. No, we'll have to redo it. Okay, so Romello isn't popular. I need an ancient chalice and black roast coffee. I really hope I don't need that Armu tea, because that's apparently an indole. And I've kind of sealed myself off from that. The game designers aren't that dumb, right? That they'd seal you off from completing a blade quest. Okay, so we've tried Romella, we've tried Laugh Calf. Well, it has a very pleasant taste, but it lacks that little something, that oomph. I think we should try again. Darn it. I heard stuff in Indole becomes available again eventually. So if this doesn't work out, I'll actually need to wait until I'm further in the story for this, but I certainly hope not. I hate to leave things uncompleted. As I'm eating this, I can't help but feel incredibly sad. My heart aches. I can feel tears welling up in my eyes. There's nothing wrong with the taste, but I don't think anyone will order a dessert that makes them depressed. We'll just have... darn it. Okay, Gorg. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait. I'll just... I don't know. I'll cut this together in a later episode or something. Because I literally can't do this. I don't have Armu Milk Earl Grey. Well, see ya, Gorg. Let's find what else we can do around here. It's really unfortunate. I was hoping to be able to do this all at once, but no.
And we're you. Shall we rest our legs before we move on?